man, it's Z, aka Z, back to them Bucks, man. We're here again with another reaction. Super thick female pastor with a BBL gets caught doing this. I was scrolling on my For You page, I guess, of YouTube, because everything's FYP. And I saw this title. I know things are very distracting or meant to catch your attention, but BBL pastor, those don't cross over. You feel me? Those don't correlate. It's just something about God supposed to come before you. I guess something about that. Hopefully, I'm wrong. Hopefully, it's fake BBL. Hopefully, she's fake pastor. Something. You feel me? Something gotta make sense. Right now, it don't.
You've been very open over the years about past infidelity.
Yes.
And how you grew from that.
Yes.
What do you make of some people out there who will look at this decision to bring you in as senior pastor as new birth trading one controversy for possibly another?
No, I think that it's right on target to be a match made in heaven. Who else could help lead a church through scars and pain if you've never done so yourself?
He already got me listening to bullshit.
Being a pastor must be one of the hardest jobs in the world.
Especially when you're cheating.
First of all, you're representing a perfect God as an imperfect man. Second, overall, you're working with many different people in many different capacities in the ministries of that church. And third, yes, you will have people who are always trying to get your attention, including women. Booty clapping sounds! Rewind demo! Let's go back to the first part. Jamal Harrison Bryant is one of the more talented pastors in the black community, originally getting his start at the Empowerment Temple, which is church.
I don't know this guy. You know what I'm saying? We're getting started crazy. They're saying you cheating, pastor. I'm here for the BBL. I'm not here for, you know what I'm saying, the DBL or whatever it's called. DDL? I don't know, whatever.
Started. Now, his father, I believe, is John Bryant, is the presiding bishop, or at least he was, of the AME Church. And so he has always been in the mix. Unfortunately, that's where those booty clapping sounds come back into play. He's fathered numerous children out of wedlock, and he even addresses it in this clip.
Several years ago, all of a sudden, you're on TBN.
Yes.
And folks are saying, oh, he's the next great preacher.
Right.
You're being called by churches.
Do not lie
right.
in the name of God, bro.
And here you are, a young pastor.
Yes.
Thriving, growing church. And all of a sudden, those temptations meet you head on.
Well, I didn't have a litmus test. You have to understand, I was a national televangelist since I was 29. And the whole world had opened up for me. In every stage, I'm preaching in arenas, convention centers, mass mega churches, was quickly becoming a household name.
Is that a reason to crush?
Never said one.
Honestly, I like my pastors, you know what I'm saying, I know no human is perfect. No human can even come close to the lights of Yeshua, Jesus, you know what I'm saying, the King. Nobody can come close. People can be mighty, they can do prophetic things, but nobody can be the King. Nobody can come close. Well, Moses split that water. That is true. Moses did split that water. But Jesus did life on lives of things. You know what I'm saying? We're not even going to get into it. But I would like my pastor to follow that man. You know what I'm saying? Not just as a spirit, but as a being, trying to be their best selves, trying to abstain away from nonsense like this. You're a pastor, sir, but I came here for a BBL. What do we
get caught. Number two, that my wife would ever leave. Number three, that my church would tank out.
Walk us through. What happened?
I stepped rolling outside of my marriage and had a extramarital affair that ultimately ended in a divorce to an incredibly wonderful woman, not because anything was flawed in the marriage or in her, but in my own immaturity for the level that I was getting ready to go into.
But what makes it even worse is that the church that he ended up taking over, New Birth Baptist Church, also had a scandal. Remember, that was also talked about in the beginning of the clip. And he took over for Bishop Eddie Long,
you caught me with the title,
himself
bro.
was accused by a lot of young men for, doing some of the same things Jamal Harrison Bryant did.
BBL.
And when he was confronted with all of this stuff, and he eventually settled out of court, this is how Bishop Eddie Long addressed it.
I have never in my life portrayed myself as a perfect man. But I am not the man that's being portrayed on the television.
Oh yeah, he said he was gonna fight it all right, and ended up settling out of court because his ass was guilty. And then a few years later,
lying like
he ended
shit.
up dying. R.I.P. So New Birth Missionary Baptist Church
sick.
has this particular
That's
taint
sick, yo.
upon the good name of the church.
That's
And Jamal
sick, yo.
Harrison Bryant has been doing his job to make sure that stain
False prophets,
is there.
man. That shit
And he
weird,
does it
bro.
by many different
Believe
ways.
in God himself,
Allegedly,
man. Y'all doing
by
all this
carrying on affairs
man-to-man
in which
shit,
he
bro.
said he would stop doing. And unfortunately, fathering or allegedly
Understand.
fathering more kids
Nah.
since he left his wife.
Fuck what
but
they
anyways,
saying.
let's get
Understand
back to the news
me.
story. The news story is that there is a new
Hold up.
young lady on the scene by the name of Dr. Carrie Turner. She is also known as the beautiful co-pastor with the BBL. And looking at her pictures, oh my God. She's
Co-pastor
and
with
she
BBL.
got promoted to co-pastor of New Birth Missionary Baptist Church, going up the ranks as Jamal Harrison Bryant elevated her. But let's check out the clip from Tasha K and see what's going on here.
So
We're in church right now, chill.
This beautiful BBL Dr. Kari here, who is his Kari Turner, who is his co-pastor at New Birth. He promoted her from.
This girl be talking about Kevin Hart. Be talking about, isn't this the one? Isn't she the problem? Isn't she the problem? Yo, bro, she be everywhere in people's business. Stop spilling tea. You're 70. That came out of my mouth a little harsh. You're not 70. Anybody over 40, if I'm 40, bro, I'm jacking them old. As soon as I was 15, I jacked 18, 17, 16, whatever. As soon as I got 20, I jacked 21, 22, basically. I'm 22, I'm basically jacking 25, like 44, 45, 46, 47, 57, 50. But shawty, stop minding, like obviously these people are grown too. All y'all people need to get off the internet. Yeah. The internet was made for teenagers and 35. After 35, put the phone away. Unless it's business. But like y'all people talking on the net about people like
pastor to youth pastor to now she is co-pastor, and she is on trips with him in Fort Lauderdale on the church's money, and they get a little put and dip on the side.
Huh?
And so
basically the pastors are crazy.
Have been, according to
false
sources,
prophets
since 2017. Now, apparently the church and a lot of people that used to work for the church and stuff have thanked me because they have been trying to figure out first what happened to Tweet.
I don't know what's happening. Can we get to something?
It's okay, Jasmine. Take your time. There we go. What happened to Tweet?
Oh, this is his ex?
I knew he didn't.
Oh, that was his wife real quick and then super BBL pastor?
People were trying to figure out, and it was Dr. Kari that happened.
Right,
allegedly, and it was Amber.
What bro got to say about this?
From
what bro got to say about this?
Another video by a brother by the name of Pastor Ray Curry Jr. Let's see what he has to say.
TikTok pastor?
Dr. Jamal Bryant made Dr. Carrie Turner the co-pastor of New Birth for her ministry credentials. Dr. Carrie Turner
ministry.
and her BBL was introduced as an emerging pastor, because she's talented. And then she was given a youth pastor position, even though she don't have any children.
Youth?
But anyway, and then she was elevated again to be the co-pastor of the whole church, because she's so talented. You mean to tell me that you will allow someone to play with your soul?
Nah, that's sad.
You allow
that's sad.
this pastor
That's really sad.
to play games with your eternal destiny? You allow a man to keep promoting someone over your souls who is quite possibly one of his booty calls?
Yeah, like what we talking?
Allegedly. How many Bible reading?
Alright, this is getting nuts. No God-fearing person qualified, only the booty call. I'm gonna be honest. TikTok pastors calling each other out that was not on my bingo card. 2024. That wasn't on my bingo card. pastors on TikTok saying, chill, bro. He got BBL banded. That is nuts. I could never even think of a scenario where this would happen in real life. But the real world is the Simpsons movies now, the Simpsons show. The whole thing is scripted by someone that got amusement on their mind. Whoever's scripting 2024 and plus 2025, 2025, they got straight entertainment, amusement on their cards. You feel me? But everything they say, I'm not watching the rest of this video, bro. I'm gonna be completely honest, because I see the point. Unless she's preaching somewhere. 2020 video is provoking. Is she actually preaching anywhere? Looks like they're just showing her yeeks or whatever. So I'm done watching this video. Cool, right? I thought the video was gonna be more about the BBL woman, but it basically is, because I'm seeing clearly. I'm seeing real clear. All the false prophets got to go. Y'all got to stop believing in false prophets. These people that speak to you but don't have. I don't think I am a prophet. I believe I have prophetic sayings. I believe God uses me when he chooses to. But to believe that I am, or should be egotistically built off of how people address me, is nuts. Just because you're doing God's work don't put you nowhere closer to God. I think that's the best way I could have said it. That's the best way. Just because you putting out God's message, telling them to read John 15, 1-7, don't mean that you would actually serve. That you would actually stay in your place and stay away from the nonsense. Obviously, maybe you're not supposed to be Jesus. Maybe we're putting pastors in positions to be like a pope, and those popes are the people that touch kids. Not all popes, obviously. Don't start coming at me, Catholics, or what? Or I don't. Popes are Catholic, right? Popes are Catholic. People put high faith into a person that's supposed to be God's connected. Like, you don't get. God does not put you in position with a piece of paper. God enforces your spirit, and that is the only way to ascend in the level of God, and in the level y'all. You know what I'm saying? As a pastor, I'm not gonna say all pastors in Christianity are like this, just like all popes in Catholicism aren't like this. Like, just like how all Muslims aren't like the terrorists. Like, come on. Like, it's just so it is bad that these people can be a representation of religion, and that's why I really personally believe in God the Almighty, but I do not believe in all the men that come in between and all the y'all are humans, bro, and I'd be wrong as hell. Yeah, I'd be wrong as hell to believe everything coming out of everybody's mouth. That's wrong. That's wrong of me as a human, understanding that God created us with free will. Yeah, Shawty's gonna have a BBL trying to, because y'all taking it. If everybody in that church was like, yo, Shawty, come on, bro, you got BBL walking in front of my youth ministry. Like, what are we talking? You're walking around with my 10-year-old son with a BBL in his face, talking about read John 15. Like, no, he's looking at you. He's not looking you, and you got a BBL because you want people to look at you off what you bought, and that's all of the devil's work. And for you to be ascended into a higher position is even more devilish. But I don't want to put you in a position because you probably have good things to say. Ain't no way he actually put you as co-pastor if you're not speaking that word, you probably saying something that's getting the people riled up, but that does not make you a goddess. No. What makes you a goddess is being a vessel. Being a vessel and keeping your boundaries to protect the temple. Oh, I know you hear me. I know you hear my tongue. I know you hear me. But I'm done fake preaching. You know what I'm saying? Don't look towards pastors to be Jesus. That's all I got to say. Don't look to the Pope to be Mary or whatever, however it goes. Don't look to God. God's God. Don't matter what religion you looking for. Don't matter who telling you about God. They are not. They are not God. Remember that. Like, comment, and subscribe. Give y'all comments in the comments, man. I'm trying to see what y'all opinions on this. This is a little different. pastor with a BBL. Game, crazy. All right, we off this thing.